bring you the latest news for today. The challenges teachers face when teaching during the pandemic is changing the world.
Mauritius. You're watching A News with me, Muhammad Bintang Aliputra. We will bring you the most updated.
Toronto, University of British Columbia or UBC, to University of Western Australia.
Let us highlight the example. State High School 1 Bangka Belitung, Babak. This is in this city.
Everyone responds to life in different ways and feelings. Even in the midst of suffering, there are secrets.
Good morning, viewers. It's Monday, April 18th, and you are watching Superior News.
Ardian Hafiz Anafi, a seemingly ordinary student at Pradita Tingkat High School, has been offered a place.
The students have to cross the Lewaka River, which reaches 95 meters with a depth of 60 centimeters.
Millions of school children in India, especially from poor families, have dropped out of school over the past year.
Hello, good morning viewers. Welcome back to Methodist Indonesia Breaking News with daily news from all over the world.
Alright, good afternoon all participants and the honorable judges for today. How are you guys today? Good? Okay, so welcome to final news anchor HUT Sekolah Methodist 2 Palembang. It's good to see you today. We hope that all of you are in the good condition because all participants for today will present their news once more live in front of the judges. But before that, we would like to know all of our native judges for today. Ms. Rika will introduce our first judges, please, Ms. Rika. Okay. For the judges, the first one, we have Miss Lukiana here. Hello, Miss Lukiana. How are you? It's mute.
Sorry. All right. Hi, everyone. Okay. Hi. I'm doing great. Thank you.
Okay. Let me read some of profile of Miss Lukiana. Miss Lukiana was graduated from Monash University from 2012 to 2014 of Journalism and Communication Bachelor of Arts and Social Science. She was Junior Product Manager, Customer Service Manager, PR and Content Coordinator of Stipel.com from 2015 to 2017. And then she was Content Editor and Writer in 2017 of Wonderful Indonesia. And she was Line Production, a producer assistant of Imaginica of Production House in August to September 2017, and then content strategist of video editor Wake Up Creative in 2018, and then project management or customer support in October 2018 to August 2019 of GetCraft Creative Marketplace or agency, and then program manager of Plug and Play Indonesia in September 2019 to present. Welcome, Ms. Lukiana.
Thank you.
All right, the second judge for today, we have Mrs. Vicky Richardson. Mrs. Vicky is currently a director of Indonesia Institute and a member of Arek Jatim, which keeps her in contact socially with the East Javanese community. She is also a judge for the Association of Indonesian Postgraduate Students and Scholarship in Australia at University of WA. Mrs. Vicky commenced her Indonesian teaching career in 1998 and was a trailblazer for instigating programs that connected secondary students in Indonesia and Australia. She is also a frequent state, national, and international conference speaker. She retired as Dean of Languages in 2016, but continues presenting educational seminars. Welcome to Mrs. Vicky Richardson.
Hi guys, how are you again? Nice to be here.
It's nice to be here too, Mrs. Vicky Richardson.
Please.
All right. So the third one, we have Mr. Justin David Roberts from UK. Hello, Mr. Justin Roberts. How are you?
Afternoon, Effie. Hi, everybody. I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Justin Roberts was graduated from BA Hons English Language and Literature of University of Hull in 1988, and then certified in TEFL, teaching of English as a foreign language to adults from University of Cambridge in 1990. For the work experience, he was English language instructor at London Studio Factories, UT12 Budapest, Hungary, 1992-1991. In 1998 to 2018, he was Director of Studies at EEC, English Education Center in Jakarta, and then 1992 to present his English language instructor at EEC, English Education Center in Jakarta, and then in 2015 to present, she was Bravo in his teacher and assistant academic program coordinator in Bravo Learning Center, Indonesia. Welcome, Mr. Justin Roberts.
Thank you, Rika. I'm happy to be here.
Okay. What amazing judges we have for today. But before we start, let me read once more about our rules in our finals for today. So all participants, please pay more attention. The first rule we have, we will call all the participants one by one based on the number that has been determined. Second one, each participant has 3 to 5 minutes to deliver their speech or their news. The third, after the participant finish their news, one judge will ask a question and you have maximum 3 minutes to answer. The last one, all participants must turn on your camera during the final and never left the meeting Zoom before it's done. All right, let's start our final for today from the first contestant. She is Viola Jovita from SMA Santa Petrus Pontianak. Hello, Viola.
Hello, Miss.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, so are you ready for the news today?
Of course.
Yeah, of course. Then good and good luck. Your time begins from now.
Hello, good morning, viewers. Welcome back to Methodist Indonesia Breaking News with daily news from all over the world. And for today, June 2022, we will bring several pieces of information that happened during this week. And here is the topic line. Heart-catching. A teacher turns a pickup truck into a moving class during this pandemic situations. Now with me, Viola Jovita, here is the news in detail. Globally, there is not enough discussions about the impact of coronavirus pandemics on students' learning. Moreover, schools are closed due to the prevention of any further spread of the virus. The world has been so focused about all sorts of crises, such as health crisis and economic crisis that is caused by the pandemic. However, there is another crisis that is happening all around the world, which is the educational crisis. One and only solutions towards this matter is to find the right balance between the health crisis as well as the educational crisis. Currently, schools in more than 50 countries remain fully closed. This issue affects over 870 million students globally, according to the data by UNESCO. In order to ensure that the students can continue their educations during the school closures, a learning system in schools has been done online, It is also stated by some experts that distance learning, with at least in the short term of time, will have a negative impacts outcomes, also the quality of education, because it takes a long time for people to adapt into a new ways of teaching and learning. Moreover, this arrangement could leave some students behind, specifically for those who have limited access of internet. This things then inspires Nate, a primary school teacher from Apaseo El Alto, Guanajuato, Mexico, to transform her pickup truck into a moving class. She initiated this extra work in order to visit and teaches her students who live far away with limited access of internet, because she personally refuses to let her students' educational get abandoned with the situation as the most impacting factors. It takes about 2 hours for her to visit her students so that she can teach them material that are supposed to receive from school. This action then was caught on camera by one of the students' parents and posted in social media, which has given a lot of compliments towards May's sincere actions. This heroic and sincere actions of a teacher has proven how educational figures are doing their job not just as a prevention, but also to educate the young generation sincerely in order to produce a high quality generation. Well, viewers, that is all the news for today. For more information, you can check on our website on www.methodistindonesiabreakingnews.com. And I am Viola Jovita. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.
All right, thank you so much for Viola Jovita from SMA Santa Petrus Pontianak. Next, you will have a question from one of our judge, and the judge in charge for Viola is Mr. Justin Roberts. For Mr. Justin Roberts, time is yours.
Hi, Viola. You look very relaxed and confident there. How do you feel?
Actually, I'm a little bit anxious, but thanks to the judges also, I can stay relaxed in reading my news.
Good. You didn't show your nerves. So I like your presentation of the news. Often we have, big news items, global stories, and then they finish with like human interest stories. And I thought your choice of the teacher with his pickup truck moving around giving lessons was a very nice human interest story. My question is two parts. Firstly, what do you think are the qualities of a good teacher? And can you perhaps tell us about a teacher that was particularly inspirational for you?
Okay, so basically, I think, in my opinion, teacher does not just need to teach their students in just theories about some knowledge that we usually learn at school, but also need to pay attention to some details as if like moral values that they can receive from their learnings. And in my opinion, the teacher that inspires me is one of the teacher in my school, because she really pays attention to the students' attitude in order to like educate them, not just in a way to educate inside the theories of knowledge and stuff, but also how to act as a human being.
Right, lovely, good character building as well. Fiona, well done. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you for the question, sir.
Okay, thank you for Viola Jovita from SMA Santo Petrus Pontianak, and thank you to Mr. Robert. Such a wonderful performance. We go to the next contestant, number 2. It's Erlyn Simon. Hello, Erlyn.
Hello.
How do I call your name? Is it Erlyn or Erlyn?
Up to you.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Can I start
Okay.
now?
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, time is yours.
Okay. Hello, good afternoon, viewers. I'm Erlyn from Methodist 2 News, bringing you the most heartwarming news for today. Unable to access the internet, a teacher is willing to visit his students' homes. While we're in the COVID-19 pandemic, the world has changed so much, including the teaching and learning process that's recommended to be done online by the government. Sadly, not all places have the access to the internet, and there are some parents of these students that don't have access to Android-based devices, which make their children unable to continue the learning process that now has to be done online. Henrico Suroto, 59 male, a teacher at Canisius Kenalan Elementary School, Borobudur, Magelang Regency, Central Java, is willing to visit his students' homes to do face-to-face learning, since many of his students are unable to access the internet due to where they live. And many of his students also don't understand the material presented online by the teacher. 1 week after the students were told to do online learning in March 2020, Suroto and the other teachers took the initiative to visit their students' homes to do face-to-face learning. Even though he did face-to-face learning, Suroto continued to follow the health protocols by always wearing his mask, washing hands with soap, and keeping a distance. To be more efficient, Suroto created some study groups consisting of 2 to 6 children in one hamlet to study together at a predetermined place. In a day, Suroto would visit 2 groups of study groups and teach them for 2 to 3 hours. Meanwhile, for students who live far away, Suroto also keeps visiting their houses. The school where Suroto is teaching is near to Kulon Progo Regency, Yogyakarta. So some of its students also come from Banjaroyo Village, Kalibawang District, and Kulon Progo Regency. The furthest distance for Suroto to visit is about 6 kilometers in Kulon Progo Regency. Suroto also said that his initiative to visit his students was not only due to the difficulty of cell phone signals, but also his responsibility as a teacher, because the online learning was deemed less than optimal. As said by m.republica.co.id, until now, the students' parents have responded positively and satisfied with the learning methods applied by him. Well, viewers, that's all the news for today. Check this out at www.methodist2.com for the latest updates. I'm Erlyn. Thank you for watching. Have a great day and signing out.
Okay, thank you, Erlyn. Now we give our time to our judges. One of the judge says Miss Lukiana.
Hi, Erlyn.
Hello.
Hi, Miss.
Hi. Great job on the delivery. And I like the signing off
Thank
at the
you.
end. So my question for you is, how can government help the villages or rural area to prepare better in the future, for the students and the teachers, from any future unfortunate events, such as the pandemic?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Okay, I can.
Okay. So my question is, what do you think the government can do to help villages and rural areas to prepare better for the students and teacher from any future unfortunate events, such as a pandemic?
Maybe giving them the access to the signal and make the teacher have some access to the internet too.
Okay, so better internet connections.
Yeah.
For them. All right. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss Lukiana. Thank you, Erlyn. You did a great job. Okay, thank you. Okay, please, Miss.
Okay, next up, the third participant finalist for today, we have Visaka Nandawijaya from SMA Saverius Lubuk Linggau. Hello, Visaka. Can you hear my voice?
Yes, Miss. I can.
All right, good. How are you today?
I'm good, but a little nervous.
Oh, a little nervous. That's okay. You will do a great job after you start your news. Believe in me. Yeah. Okay, are you ready?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, so please, good luck.
Hello, good morning, viewers. It's Monday, April 18th, and you are watching Savarius News. With me, Visaka Nanda Wijaya, who will bring you the top stories for today. And here is the top headline. On Friday, a video showing 4 female students crossing a flooded river delta on their way to school in the Wernama district going viral, triggering an outpouring of sympathy. The students are 8th graders at East Seram Junior High School number 16 in Batuasa village, which is located 3 kilometers from their homes in Tobo village. In the video, one student on her school uniform started crossing the river, and after putting her belongings down on the other side, she went back to help her friends. Another student slipped and almost swept away by the strong current, but managed to stand up and made it across. Despite the danger, the flood, and wet uniforms, the students seemed calm, unafraid, and very enthusiastic to go to school. The students of East Seram Junior High School number 16 only have one access to reach the school, which is through the river delta that is connected directly to the sea. They can wait for up to 3 hours for the water to recede before crossing. One wrong step could get them swept away by the rapids, but they have no other way of getting to school. The dirt path leading to Batuasa village is in poor condition and cannot be accessed directly from Tobo, forcing the students to take a side route by crossing the Ulil River. Every day we take the beach route as there are no other alternatives. This route is very dangerous during the rainy season or when there's flooding, said Werto Wiley Sahalong, a teacher at East Seram Junior High School number 16, who also goes to school and returns home together with the students every day with another local teacher named Sumiati, walking from Tobo village to their school in Batuasa village. During rainy seasons like this, we're afraid that they could be swept away by the flood when crossing, Werto continues. The COVID-19 outbreak in Indonesia has added to the obstacles of the students to receive an education. As it was instructed, we carried out learning from home, but the internet connection in our village is very bad. It didn't go well. Parents also couldn't afford smartphones, which are needed to study at home. So we teachers took the initiative to go door to door to teach, Werto said. Meanwhile, East Seram Education and Culture Agency, Sidik Rumaloak, said there was not much he could do regarding the matter as infrastructure development was not part of his purview. However, we will request road construction in the area to solve the problem, he said. Well, getting an education isn't so easy for everyone. The struggle that East Seram Junior High School number 16 students have to face has proved it. The struggles they went through did not make them give up on the situation. They were even more eager to get an education. Their story really touches us and even inspires us not to give up easily and keep fighting. Okay, viewers, that's all information for today. Until now, it's Visaka Nanda Wijaya. Thank you for being with us. Have a nice day and signing out.
All right, you did a very great job, Visaka. You don't look so nervous, but that's good. All right, next we have you will have a question from Miss Vicky Richardson to Miss Vicky. Please, the time is yours.
Good afternoon, Visaka.
Good afternoon, Miss.
How are you today?
I'm feeling great.
Good. Your broadcast was amazing. It was actually quite distressing to hear how much difficulties the students went through just to go to school. But what astounded me even more was the fact that there was no connection and crossing the rivers during floods. You did say that in future the government was planning to build roads, but are there any other plans to upgrade the internet connection, or what could possibly happen to make the access to school easier?
Thank you, Miss, for the question. And as I read in the article, there there's no government talking about making the internet connection better in the village. But as Sidik Rumalok said, he will request road construction in the area. And in my opinion, I think they can build another infrastructure around the school or around their homes, like making bus school available in that area, so that it will make easier for the students and teachers to reach the school. Thank you, Miss.
Thank you. Thank you for your explanation.
All right, thank you so much for Visaka and also Miss Vicky Richardson. All right, we go to the next participant, the fourth participant for today. We have Hernandez Huang from Methodist 2 Senior High School, Palembang. Hello, Hernandez. I'm sorry. Hello, Hernandez.
Hello, Miss.
You feeling good today? Absolutely.
Yes, I'm feeling good.
Absolutely. So you will present your news in front of all the judges, and your time starts from now.
Yeah, but I'm sorry for my background because my devices are not supporting it. So
That's okay. Yeah, that's okay. You can just present your news. Okay.
So, hello, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So, welcome to Breaking News. I'm Hernandez Huang, standing here will be accompanying you for these 3 minutes touching news. The update today is concerning the disasters that interrupting educational activities. Floodwater soaked residential areas and the number of school buildings in Babak, Banten. It happened on Tuesday afternoon due to heavy rain for 3 days in a row. And plus, there are severe issues with the waterway system, which makes the activities of residents and students are disrupted. Let us highlight the example. State High School 1 Rangkas Bitung, Babak, Banten, which is in these situations right now. On the first day, the situation was all fine for students to do their normal activities. Until the third day, the water range is coming between 30 to 50 centimeters, which makes the students have to walk in puddles to school barefoot. But despite all that, students are still eager to learn and study regardless. Students are holding plastic bag with their shoes in it, and also raincoat just in case rain is coming again. It's not something that all people can get through easily. They got into holes many times. Even though they are careful enough, it doesn't mean that they won't get injured. Students are the only ones who have this eagerness. The teachers here are giving back students what they deserve to get. We have interviewed an English teacher here who also experienced these situations right now. She's still teaching her students like a normal day regardless of this incident. She said that she feels responsible as a teacher and won't disappoint her students. Until last night, the rain still poured on Rangkas Bitung, Babak, Banten. Residents expect the waterway system to be updated since the government hasn't taken any action to recover the situations. As a citizen, you must feel really sad, but in the other hand, you must feel really amazed too by their enthusiasm. Based on this incident, I'm really touched by their enthusiasm of studying and learning activities. It's something that we all have to and must take a note on. I hope that governments will take an action as soon as possible so that the teachers and students can continue their activities like a normal day. Once again, I'm Hernandez Huang speaking here. Thank you for watching. See you on the next program.
All right, thank you so much, Hernandez. You did a very great job. Next, the judge in charge for Hernandez Huang will be Mr. Justin Roberts. For Mr. Justin Roberts, please, time is yours.
Hi, Hernandez. Well done. I saw your actual video of the flooded schools. And I've been there myself as a teacher, walking to school up to my knees in water. Now, I'm a bit old-fashioned, Hernandez. I still get my news from television. I watch TV1, I watch CNN and BBC. I even still read newspapers, believe it or not. Now, your generation, I think they're more inclined to get their news from things like the internet, from Line. So, Hernandez, tell me where you get your news and why you like your source.
Okay, so first of all, I want to say thank you to the judges for letting me answer this question. So I usually get news from social media, like you said before, like Line, Twitter, or TikTok. And I think I like the research because it's way more easier to get the informations because there are a lot of people who shares the information there.
Okay, yeah, like most of my students, Line, Twitter, the internet. Okay, Hernandez, thank you very much for your response. Well done.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Hernandez Wang, for SMA Methodist to Palembang, and also we thank you for Mr. Justin Robert. Okay, the next one is Isabel Clara, still from SMA Methodist 2 Palembang. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm fine, but I get a little nervous.
Little nervous. Okay, that's okay. But make it as clear as possible. Okay. Good luck for
Miss,
you.
my background, my device are not support.
Sorry.
I'm sorry for my background. I cannot use it.
Oh, okay. That's okay. You ready now? Are you ready? Okay. Time is yours. Good luck.
Good morning, viewers. My name is Isabel Clara from Methodist 2 Palembang. Will bring you the latest news for today. The challenges teachers face when teaching during the pandemic is changing the world of education. Jakarta, December 11th. For students, school is a second home. We met the teacher in place of our parents and other acquaintances. Before the pandemic, schools were held face-to-face so that teachers could monitor their students, study the quality of their students, and explain the lessons they wanted to learn. However, the COVID-19 pandemic has impacted all aspects of life, including education. Friday, December 11th, changes in this aspect have positive and negative impacts. The positive impact is how Indonesia's digital sector is developing. However, the one of the drawbacks is that many remote areas are difficult to connect to the internet. To meet the demands of their students, teachers go out of their way to deliver lessons. As stated by Agus Sartono, Deputy for Coordination of Education Quality Improvement and Religious Moderation at the Coordinating Ministry for Human Development and Culture through the website kemenkop.mk.go.id, it's important for school to take action using 3 educational approaches found by Ki Hajar Dewantara. The 3 methods, that is, supervising, imitating, and adding. This method can use anywhere. Everyone, especially teachers who have to spend extra energy to teach, really need a solution from this difficult situation. Teachers have a great responsibility when it comes to teaching, especially in rural areas where access to the internet is difficult. Teachers must consider any alternatives so his student can learn. From making videos about learning tutorials to making learning materials, of course, Not every student will be able to fully understand the lessons from these videos or materials. Teachers cannot observe their students 100% of time during this pandemic, and there may only be 50% of students who supervise teachers while teaching online. In my opinion, when in offline classes, there are some students who don't take the lessons, especially in offline classes. I'm not sure if students can listen and absorb the lessons videos the teacher uploads, or if they can do something else while the class is in the progress. Well, viewers, that's all the news for today. Check this out at www.methodist2.com for the latest updates. I'm Isabel Clara. Thank you for watching and have a great day.
All right. You did a great job, Isabel Clara. Still nervous? Okay, we go to the question time. The question will be asked by Miss Luciana. Time is yours, Miss.
Hi, Isabella.
Hi.
You delivered it very well. You don't seem that nervous to me.
I'm sorry, Miss. My pet are a little soon.
Okay, no, I just said you don't seem that nervous. You delivered it very well. So let's get straight to the question. I guess, despite the challenges, technology has become a very resourceful tool during the pandemic. But now that school is slowly opening up again, are you personally looking forward to study offline again? And what would you do to motivate students to learn offline again?
Thank you for the question, Miss. I think I like to study in offline, but can you repeat the question, Miss? Sorry.
No worries. So yeah, other than are you looking forward to study offline? What would you do to motivate students who might not be, who might not look forward to studying offline and enjoy online instead?
I think we can enjoy offline classes if we are meet our friends, and I think that's make us relax in offline classes.
Meeting them in person, right? I agree. All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Isabel Clara. Thank you, Miss Luciana. Now we go to the next contestant, number 6, Eva Mareta Salim, still from SMA Methodist 2 Palembang. Hello, Eva.
Hi, Miss.
Yeah, how are you now?
Great.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, time is yours. Good luck.
Good afternoon, viewers. With me, Eva. On this occasion, I will bring you news about the struggle of students and school teachers crossing the river without a bridge in NTT. When it rains, elementary school students at New Sanggo Impres and the Regency East Nusa Tenggara must be vigilant. It is not easy for them to go to school. After all, they don't have a connecting bridge and are forced to go through floods. The children have to cross the Lewolaka River, which is 95 meters with a depth of 60 centimeters in under normal conditions. Imagine, what if it was in flood condition? Of course, the children had to risk their lives. This condition occurred in East Fataatu village. If children usually come to school with neat uniforms and clean shoes, it is different in East Fataatu village. Even though they have been cleaning since the morning, some of their uniforms are wet because the river is entering. Therefore, to not get all wet, they must be careful because the swift flow of the river. As reported by Liputan6.com, this condition has been going on for decades because there is no connecting bridge in their area. Fortunately, the students are not alone. They are assisted by village head, village officials, and the local community. Not only students, teachers also have to struggle across the river. To teach children, teachers must be willing to get their clothes wet. The head of SDI, Neo Sanggo Velixbe, which was met by Liputan6.com media on Friday, March 11, 2022, that this condition has existed for decades and that the government has provided no solution. If it rains for more than a week, students will automatically be closed for a week because the school doesn't want to take the risk to students, he said. However, because of many holidays, school materials are always late. This is experienced because of the difficulty of crossing the river. Usually, to catch up with subjects, the school tries to do group study at home and is accompanied by a teacher, so that students and teachers arrive safely at school and do not experience delays in learning materials. The head of SDI, Neo Sanggo Velixbe, hopes that the government will soon build a bridge so students can go to school without having to cross the river. The head of East Fataatu village, Isaac Abelto, said the school was across the river and the only access road to the school had to be crossed the river. During a rainy season like this, village officials and I, together with teachers every morning, have to go to the river first to help cross the students, he said. He also said that related to the bridge, his party had proposed good things through the Musrembang Des and Musrembang Cup, but so far this has not been realized. Okay, viewers, that is news for today. Eva, say have a nice day, keep your spirit, peace, love, and respect. See you in the next opportunity.
All right, you seem so confident. Okay, it's time for the question. We give the question to Mr. Justin Roberts. Oh, sorry. It's Mrs. Richardson. Sorry for that. Sorry, Mr. Justin.
Hello, Eva. How are you?
I'm great.
Good. It was a great presentation. I'm amazed at the difficulties in getting an education in that area. And again, I was wondering how the government, you said the government are not prepared to help. Is that correct? So how, yeah, it was very sad. How in the future do you think the community, working as a community, can assist in getting the access to the school, to building the infrastructure themselves? Is there a possibility of building a bridge within the community, or the internet? How is the internet connection? How did you guys go with online learning? Because it sounds like it's quite isolated.
Can you repeat the questions because I can't hear?
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. It sounds like it's quite an isolated area. Yeah? It's very isolated. So how did the students cope with online learning? Was there internet access to all students?
Maybe in my opinion, that students have a handphone to access online learning by their parents. So I think if it's online learning, they still can learn.
But did they have internet access? Do they
Yeah.
have? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And the bridge, do you see any future of the bridge being built?
From when I read that article, it has not built because the government still didn't give the response
Okay, okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you so much for for Eva for delivering your news for today. Let's continue to our next contestant. Number 7, we have Muhammad Bintang Alif Putra from SMA Negeri 1 Surabaya. Hello, Bintang.
Hello, Miss.
Yeah, all right. So you are number 7 for today. Are you ready to deliver your news to all of us?
Yes, I am.
Yes, oh, absolutely. So your time begins from now, please.
Good afternoon, viewers. You're watching A News with me, Muhammad Bintang Alif Putra. We will bring you the most updated news from all around Indonesia. Our first news is about education that touches the heart during the coronavirus lockdown. Indonesian teachers in remote areas visiting students at their homes during lockdown. The spread of the coronavirus in Indonesia prompted the government to order the closure of all schools in the area. To ensure that students maintain their education, schools need to adopt a new form of learning. Despite the lockdown, teachers working in remote areas of Indonesia are now visiting their students' houses. The move follows the country's adoption of online schooling. The move was welcomed by teachers and students, especially those in urban areas and had good connectivity to the internet. But it has disadvantaged students in rural areas, and the process started to show cracks when implementation began. Students in remote areas are not only unable to access the internet, but also lack of tools, such as mobile phone, internet, laptop, and computers, which are essential to access learning materials. Let's take a look at the situation in rural areas. A surveyed school and villages face connectivity challenges that may discourage the best teachers from working in these areas. They are on average 149 kilometers or 5 hours away from district capitals. On average, only 29% are connected to the power grid, and only 17% have internet access. Survey results indicate a wide variety in the resource allocation. 91% of schools have gender-balanced toilet, 54% have a library, and 39% have enough textbooks. Teachers in these remote areas are now finding creative ways to help their students continue with their education. In an interview, Rahima Malik, 29, a teacher at Volangkai Public Primary School on Eller Island, and Ridwan Sitorus, 30, a private Quran teacher in Toba Samosir Regency, North Sumatra Province, described how life has changed for them. Rahima said she is now traveling to students' home and issuing homework to them. She said that her experience has been good, and parents and local authorities have supported her effort during this lockdown period. Although no coronavirus case has been recorded in her village, the government in the region has been very careful, asking all residents to stay indoors and not visit their neighbors for more than 5 minutes. She, however, indicated that she was being allowed to stay with the children for 30 minutes of lesson and leave them with homework. Sitorus, who was born with one leg, also said that he travels to children's home to teach. He said lockdown had made him lose his job and an NGO he was working for. However, his passion for teaching has not been deterred by the setback. He said he will continue delivering classes to his students' home during the entire duration of the lockdown. Situation may change, but education should stay for every child. I'm Bintang. Thank you for watching, and see you later with other information around Indonesia region.
All right, thank you so much for Muhammad Bintang Alif Putra. So next, you will have a question from Mr. Justin Roberts. Okay, for Mr. Justin Robert, please, the time is yours.
Hi, Bintang, well done. I must say you really look the part. You look like a news anchor. So look, my question to you, quite a simple one really, but what are your plans for your future education? Are you interested in journalism?
I have been told that my voice is quite good for the theaters or for journalism, so I was quite considering it.
So perhaps studying at university locally, studying journalism?
I'll consider it.
Okay, well, good luck with all your future endeavors. Thank you, Bintang.
All right, thank you so much for Mr. Justin Roberts and also for Muhammad Bintang Alif Putra. We go on to the next participant. It is Celine Anastasia from SMA Little Sun, Surabaya. Hello, Celine.
Hi.
All right, how are you? Good?
I'm doing very great.
Okay, very great. That's a very good answer. So have you prepared all? So yeah, okay. So good luck for you. Your time begins from now.
Hello and welcome to Wellness News. I'm your host, Celine Anastasia. Today's headline comes from Boyolali, Central Java, where a high school student managed to accomplish a remarkable feat. Ardian Hafiz Anafi, a seemingly ordinary student at Pradita Tingkat High School, has been offered a place in not just one or two, but 7 globally acclaimed universities, spread across Canada, New Zealand, Australia, and Europe. These universities are the University of Toronto, University of British Columbia or UBC, the University of Western Australia, Wageningen University, University of Otago, Curtin University, and Victoria University of Wellington. What made this triumph even more impressive is the fact that the student, Ardian Hafiz Anafi, does not come from a wealthy background. Ardian's brother, Mardiono, works as a construction worker. Meanwhile, her mother, Yuni Pujiasuti, is a laundry worker. Initially, Ardian's parents did not know that their son was accepted at a number of well-known universities abroad. They found out not from Ardian directly, but from the online chatting platform group of parents at his school, Pradita Tingkat High School. While his parents are aware of his passion for school, Ardian does not particularly stand out as the most academically gifted student. The 18-year-old young man admitted that he had not been very active in school organizations or participated in many competitions. However, there is one thing he never fails to do: reading books. Since junior high school, he has been visiting the local library just to read stories about other people around the world. In grade 10, Ardian took part in the Earth Science Competition extracurricular. This extracurricular activity led to participating in a national competition, one of the most prestigious national competitions among high school students, formerly known as the National Science Olympiad. Still, Ardian was not the most enthusiastic participant. It wasn't until a year later, in grade 11, that he began to really explore the ins and outs of competitions. He finally realized the benefits of participating in competitions and was determined to put more work into it. As a result, Ardian won a bronze medal in the Earth Science competition. Another secret behind Ardian's success is that he always optimizes his time in the classroom. He said he was always focused, and that is how he could absorb the material without having to revise and review at home, freeing up his time and mind for other interests. Ardian Sori, a boy from humble beginnings who rose up to earn recognition from some of the finest higher education institutions in the world, is a bright spot among Indonesian youth. Hopefully, Ardian's success can inspire his fellow students to work hard and aspire to lofty goals for a brighter Indonesian future. I'm Selena Anastasia, and this has been LSS News. See you next time. Back to you in the studio, judges and MC.
All right, thank you so much for Celine. You did a very great job for your news today. What an interesting topics. Okay, for the judge representative for Celine is Miss Lukiana. For Miss Lukiana, please, time is yours.
Hi, Celine.
Hi, Miss.
How are you today?
I'm doing very great today.
I really like the story that you've chosen. Ardian seems like a very passionate and determined boy. So I want to know, my question for you is, what do you like to do when you don't like what you're studying? And, how do you motivate yourself to step up in your studies when you're not motivated?
Oh, that's a very interesting question. For me, if I don't have any motivation, then I'll try to do non-academic stuff. For example, my hobby is dancing. So I'll try to dance and oh, this one is a new thing that I want to learn, that I really like it. So I'll try to learn, research, and then show it to my teacher and ask for her opinion. Then after that, I got motivated and I know that, wow, I can do this. So I believe that studying academic is also possible for me. So I'll try my best and I'll never look back. Thank you.
I like that. Thank you for your answer.
Okay, thank you for Celine Anastasia from SMA Little Sun, Surabaya. And thank you to Miss Lukiana. We have 2 contestants left. The number 9 is Rismayana from SMAN 1, Bintan, Kepulauan Riau. Hello, Rismayana.
Hello, Miss.
Yeah, how are you today?
I'm pretty good. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Time is yours.
Hello, good morning, viewers, and a very warm welcome to Methodist Breaking News. And for today, June 20, 2022, I'm Rismayana. We'll bring you the headline this morning. And here is the news in details. Millions of school children in India, especially from poor families, have dropped out of school over the past 2 years because of the COVID health emergency and the resulting economic crisis. Schools across India were shut in March 2020 to curb the spread of the coronavirus. UNICEF estimated that the school closures affected about 250 million children in India. A survey of nearly 1,400 school children found that in rural areas, only 8% were studying online regularly, 37% were not studying at all, and about half were unable to read more than a few words. The figure for dropouts at the secondary school level nationwide was as high as 70%, according to the Unified District Information System for Education. Girls have been particularly affected by the school closures. According to the National Right to Education Forum's policy brief, 10 million girls could drop out of secondary school. The organization warned that the pandemic could also disproportionately have an impact on girls by putting them at risk of early marriage, early pregnancy, poverty, trafficking, and violence. According to UNESCO, the duration of school closures in India had been among the longest in the world. The classes were moved online. Millions of school children from poor families have left disadvantaged as they did not have access to digital devices and the internet. Children in the slums who went to regular schools pre-pandemic often have families that are too poor to afford the phones or other devices needed to study online. The government recently announced that it was aiming to ensure 100% enrollment of children in schools across India by 2030, but vowed to bring down the school's dropout rate. Well, viewers, that's all news for today. For more information, please kindly check our website at www.methodistnews.com. Don't forget to always apply the health protocol for wherever you go. And I'm Rismayana. Thank you very much for watching and have a great day. Goodbye.
Rismayana, you seems really, really good, like Miss Najwa Shihab as the news anchor, yeah? You seem so passionate at journalism. Okay, so we go to the question time. We will give the time to Mrs. Richardson. Hello, Mrs. Richardson. Time is yours.
Good afternoon. Rismayana, very professional. It was like watching a news broadcast. You mentioned how the impact on some of the students who actually were not logging in to learn online, they were not actually learning. During COVID, and I know in Indonesia you had a long period of time online learning. We did not have that issue in Australia. Now, do you think the long-term online learning has impacted on the actual academic achievements in the past 2 years?
I think the children was drop out because they took up odd jobs and started working alongside their parents to financially to support the family. And I think, yeah, this is so impacted for them.
Yeah. Thank you. So you think it's actually the poorer economic group that have been more impacted than the more wealthier families? You think the academic achievements have impacted more on the poorer families, poorer communities?
I'm sorry, Miss. I don't quietly understand.
With the COVID, do you think the poorer economic families, the economically poor, have been impacted negatively with their academic achievement through the past 2 years? Or everyone's been impacted negatively?
Of course, everyone get an impact on this pandemic because, yeah, everyone get this pandemic over the past 2 years, I think.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Rismayana. We hope you can be the next generation of youth anchor of Indonesia, yeah? Okay, thank you, Mrs. Rickardson. We go to the last one. It's Siska Amelia from SMA Methodist 2 Palembang. Hello, Siska.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
Okay, I cannot see Siska now. Okay, wait a minute. Do you hear the voice? Is it clear enough?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, time is yours. Good luck.
Good afternoon, viewers. I'm Siska Amelia, and I will accompany you to listen to some actual and factual news. Today's news come from child struggle to get a proper education by scavenging. Life doesn't always take time. Often life comes across with two faces, the face of happiness or even the face of suffering. Everyone responds to life in different ways and feelings. Even in the midst of suffering, there are still people who are grateful for their lives. This feeling is manifested in a smile and a look in the eyes of this child. Life in the crash economy makes the child have to go to school while scavenging to pay school fees. They realize that they were not born into a wealthy family, so working hard was the best choice. It can be seen from some children scavenging around the street in Sidoarjo, and some child use bicycle to scavenge. The bike has a basket on the back to put the used item they find on the road. And some child does it on his way to school and also after school. So when looking for used good items, they still wear their school uniform. Precisely since the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic, schools were still closed at that time. So a lot of free time for the child to taking advantage of making money by scavenging. Sometimes since after scavenging, they read books or even do their assignment received from school. At school, they studied very well. Their curiosity about anything like they read books a lot. They said even though sometimes it's hard to focus, They try to keep doing their best for the futures they want to achieve. The income from selling second-hand items is not very profitable, but at least they can help their parents. In a day, they can earn around 20 to 25,000 rupiah, which if a week, they can earn around 150,000 rupiah or more. Their parents admit, at this time, they think is only the best education for their children. They really want to send their children to go to school until graduate, so that they can get the education they deserve and be able to improve their family's economy in the future. Even though it was difficult, I still had to go to school because this was my profession. I'm still trying to learn after helping my parents, said one of the child. I love my mom. She works for my life, but that's not enough, and I want to help, said the other one. The school also appreciates the extraordinary wishes of children's schools, even in the midst of economic crash they are experiencing. So they provide assistance to those in need to reduce school fees. The children thought giving up on doing all that, but they thought they will not be able to achieve what they wanted if they didn't try. So they hope with that education, they can develop their talents and also work to earn more decent money. So they hope they don't want their educations to be in vain. And that was the news I could present to you today. You can also visit our website to get more information. I'm Sis Camelia. Have a nice day.
Okay, Sis Camelia from SMA Methodist 2 Palembang. You did a great job. So now it's question time from Mr. Justin Robert. Time is yours, sir.
Thank you, Rika. Well done, Siska. I like your story. I remember when I was at high school many years ago, it was quite common for kids to have a job, maybe washing the neighbors' cars to make a little bit of money. I want to focus on news. So my question to you, Siska, why is it important to follow the news?
Thank you for the question. I think it's because it's to for some. This is so. This is we have to looking for this the situation because this is for the future of the children. The children need basic education for
To know what's happening in the world,
yeah.
so we can make informed decisions. Where do you get your news from, Siska?
Some article and yeah, in internet.
Okay, like Compass or something like that. Okay. That's okay, Siska. Thank you very much. Well done. That was excellent.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you so much for Siska and also Mr. Justin Roberts. So by the end of Siska's news today, we are done enough for listening to all of our participants in delivering their news for today. We would like to say thank you so much for all the participants. You did a very great job for today. So maybe some of you say you're nervous, but when you deliver your news, you don't seem to look nervous at all. You did a very great job. And also we would like to say thank you very, very much to all of our judges for today. We have Miss Luciana, we have Mrs. Vicky Richardson, and also Mr. Justin Robert for your time today. It is good to see you again today. It is our second time. Okay, thanks for all. Even though we are not be able to seeing each other in person due to this COVID-19 pandemic, we hope everything get better. So we will have maybe the next a news anchor, vinyl, live, in person. Let's hope for the better condition for this pandemic. Okay, we would like to give some time to all of our judges to calculate your score, and we will announce our top three of our vinyl news anchor on our social media. So all participants, don't forget to keep following us on our social medias before we will announce the top three in our social media. So keep following the news. We will hope that maybe one of your name is in the top list of the top three in this news anchor. And the announcement of the finalists in top three will be announced on the July 2nd, 2022. But before we close our Zoom meeting for this afternoon, we would like to invite you to watch together. This is our anniversary for Methodist School Palembang. We produced a short movie called Sepatu, and we would like together to see the trailer, please.
Kemana? Saya perhatikan di kelas ini, setiap kali saya mengajar, tidak ada yang benar. Kamu datang ke sekolah tidak memakai sepatu. Kamu mau ke pasar atau mau ke sawah? Saya mau tanya sekali lagi, Randy. Kamu niat tidak sekolah? Sudah, sekarang juga kamu silahkan keluar kelas. Kamu nggak bisa masuk dalam kelas kalau seragam kamu tidak lengkap. Tapi Pak, tidak ada kata-katanya. Sekarang suruh kamu pulang.
Okay, that's the short movie of school anniversary. The title is Sepatu. Later you can see by YouTube in premiere in July 1st. Yeah, maybe some of the PIC can give you the information about that. Okay. Now that's the end of our final session today. So we want to take some pictures to all of you. So I want to make sure all the camera on. Okay, please stay on your frame, stay on your screen. To all of you, Siska, we cannot see Isabel here. Hello, Isabel. To all the participants here, please turn your camera on. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, cheers. Okay, one more time. You can give your any pose. Yeah, you can show your any pose and give your beautiful smile here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, cheers. All right, thank you everyone for your coming for joining the Zoom, the final. We wish you the best luck, yeah, for the next result later. And then we thank you very much to all the judges here, Mrs. Richardson, Mr. Justin Roberts, and also Miss Luciana. Thank you for your time today. See you on the next time. Bye. Good afternoon, everyone. Have a nice day. Bye.